taxation in competitive system, establishment of an export tax, equitable stance on exported raw creation of collaboration between the actor of value chain, production of high and skills of good quality. For to promote cleaner and sustainable quality and production techniques that preserve the preparation of a program design workshop and finance in the later sector. To facilitate horizontal and
especially with the Minagri and the Rema and also the under those government bodies, that is where the Rwanda Trade Union is formally working together. Now, the achievements of some activities in Rwanda are based on the promotion of made in Rwanda products, whereby Rwanda has certified the promotion of buying Rwanda products by regulating the policy which governs Rwanda products. Secondly, Rwanda has exempted the importation of finished leather, machinery required in the leather sector. For instance, since the industrial regulation or policy was developed in 2012, now it is under review for further development of the industry. And due to COVID situation, which is a barrier worldwide business and trade, the government of Rwanda has established the fund recovery from different partners and also governmental special funds. They attract the micro SMEs to operate in the special industrial area, because in Rwanda, each district has a master plan for activity where they are supposed to be allocated. There is a proceedings about full registration of Rwanda Development Chain Union as an NGO, so that it operates independently and be able to mobilize the resources to develop the SMEs in Rwanda. With the future projection, together with the Ministry of Culture, they incorporate shoes and leather goods as a cultural product, because in Rwanda, previously, cow was among the culture tools where, for example, skins from sheep was used as a tool or a product to carry babies. So now, with our government, they are focusing on cow promotion and rearing. For instance, the project of leather park started in 2017 due to various proceedings and requirements. It is still under operationalization because of different requirements to meet international standards. In terms of education or sector promotion, Rwanda has encouraged the triple helix parameters, whereby private, government, and academia are working together by incentivizing youth to the industrial attachment with the support of the government to the private sector. Then
Zimbabwe.
Thank you. I'm a changed man amongst you. I'm sure most of you are just wondering who is this guy. But I'm very so please, if you can stand up so that you can just throw away all this afternoon shares or whatever that is creeping. Then make sure you are back to life again. Sure. Thank you so much. Right, for those who are just wondering why I lost weight, it was just a medical requirement. I have to reduce my weight 120 kgs for those who want me to take the kgs. I'm fine. I've never been this fit before, because for those who I was diabetic, I was hypertensive. I'm okay. I'm no longer hypertensive. I'm no longer diabetic. I'm no longer on medication. Thank you so much. Let me go back to the assignment that has been given this afternoon. Right, I'm going to talk about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe also got into this unfortunate situation with Ethiopia. We were not prepared for it. So was everybody. So, but in our situation in Zimbabwe, I'm sure you know, if you need the news, that we actually struggling economically. So it was even bad for us. But however, because we were already struggling, we continue to want to struggle. But I've got very good news coming from Zimbabwe. Our strategy, which had lapsed this strategy unlocking more investments along the leather value chain. The fortunate part of it is that with the policymakers now working with the value chain, we can now dovetail our activities into the national agenda. The national agenda is actually pushing towards rural industrialization, right? And with that, we have seen the government actually taking in the data value chain as one of the priority sectors. We anticipate through the assistance of ALLPI that next year, 2021, we will see our Labour Institute of Zimbabwe being accorded the satellite-led design studio status. And this is due to the fact that the government has now finally approved the strategy, which will be running from 2021 to 2030. We have predominantly two later clusters. The one that has been doing very well is the cluster, and it continues to soldier on. It was fortunate this year to receive another batch of machines, and they are now working on their brand, which is called Kumba, which is home. And I'm sure you'll be seeing them on the e-commerce. Guys trading their, I'm sure even on the platform, on our normal platform, the ALLPI platform, you've seen them posting some of their products. So they'll be coming very heavy and challenging in the coming year. This very same SMEs also got a shot from our local standard body, which is called Zimbabwe, so the Standard Association of Zimbabwe, SARS. They managed to train them in February on standardization. Little did we know that there was yet another exchange coming from ALLPI, which our acquired in the future. So 2021 is likely to be an interesting year. What will become part of the Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shoko. Especially when you started with that in, it touched me most. For information, Shoko is my consultant online. There is someone somewhere, Shoko is guiding on reducing the work. And it has really worked tremendously. Thank you so much, Mr. Shoko. Now we're moving to the next content that. Before that, I must appreciate ALLPI as we are having discussions, presentations are following into our emails. Preston has sent us, please check your email before you leave, so that you confirm that you received the presentation. And Mr. Michael Chirai has also sent the presentation. Thanks to Professor Mui. I've never seen an organization that is as prompt as ALLPI. Please, let's congratulate Professor. You can speak now.
Thank you so much. It's good to see so many old faces. Before I start, I'd like to take a moment, please, to remember two of our own who were lost this year. Mr. Fawzi Ahmed from Sudan and Madam Nadim from Kenya. So we can take a moment to from the Zoom meetings. They were very young. They had no knowledge of what had gone in the past, even the traceability study. Nobody was aware about it or whatever. So since the workshop, Dr. Haytham, in association with some of the old faces, have been trying to gather the information, so we will continue. But ALLPI, we will probably need your help to remind the institutions what we forgot, please. Okay. Can we get the presentation, please? So if you recall last year, we were talking about what we were doing inside the abattoirs. Because of the coronavirus that happened from February, this thing was going through 7 abattoirs out of 30 in Khartoum states, just like what we're doing, which was washing and opening and salting inside the abattoirs. And it showed great improvement. I would highly recommend that all of you who are having putrefaction problems, having problems with the flake nuts, you need to be there while the kill is going on. These raw suppliers are not interested in doing their job. In our country, at least, I hope your countries are better. But if you want to see improvement, like Edie was saying earlier, quality or dark is basically the summary of it. You need to improve on quality or you will die, because the price today of the low grades is less than the cost of producing. And that is just a fact. Corona, all it did was bring it forward. It did not change it. It's good news for the SMEs. Anybody who needs leather, it's 50% discount. I'm sure in all the countries. If you have the money, we had a workshop discussing this because what happened actually this year, the export process, Mr. Pedro was saying that the Eritrea was doing very good. And we actually did horrendous. It's been our worst in decades. Our total exports went from $40-something million 4 or 5 years ago to less than $4 million this year. And last year it wasn't that much higher. And that was all due to the problems in the country and that stuff. So what happened? The majority, I'm talking about, of course, official export figures, which do not exclude the raw that is smuggled out. So the first thing that was done at the beginning of this year was they actually legalized the export of raw, which goes contrary to the strategy that was put in place. And here is basically a summary of what that means. So the raw suppliers, $12 a high. Now, to some of you in these countries, that looks cheap. But I showed you what it looks like. There is no salting, no nothing. The putrefaction is deep. On this presentation, it was actually on the others. It melts when you put it in the panels. So basically, it is useless for tanning. But they are able to make $12 a high. They take 3 to 5 workers to produce. Sounds high, they don't have any value. Not even to the country's exports, because it's all going by land, eventually ending up in Nigeria. Next slide. So, tanneries, again, some of the tanneries might be surprised about the prices we are talking about. But I don't know what they pay to rejects raw today, because that's basically what we are talking about. Each hive has more than 20 or 30 playgrounds. And there is 18 holes, apart from post salting, apart from everything. So we told the government, if we are going to take it for the local sector, not even for export, just for the sector of manufacturing, we would need to take it at $5 a hive. And it would take it between the raw supply for first half of highs. Does that happen with you guys? I haven't worked highs in 5 years, so some of these figures are from memory. Does that make sense? I don't know. If you include the raw supply, what they're doing in the road. Well, how much are you using? 20, including the raw supply, not in your salary only. The whole thing. Were not waiting for it to be legalized. They were taking it anyway. They did it in 5 years. Legal or illegal, it made no difference. We're still not getting the when we get to the leather goods part of it, the calculation is very simple. Commissioner gave presentations, and by the way, I'd like to thank ALLPI for your presentations. The first half of this, the first 40 minutes of this presentation that was given to the government was ALLPI figures. So thank you so much for forwarding. Please continue to forward all your figures. We are losing. Okay, so if we look at one high, it will make, we assume 10 pair of shoes. In Sudan, the pair of shoes is $6 to $10. Not wholesale, retail. You guys say in the Hawassa area is $20 to $25 on your bill, if I'm not wrong, correct? So even at $6 to $10, 10 pairs of shoes, it comes to $100 high as a return to the country. That is what we're hoping to do, all this stuff. But what we really need to do is improve the abattoirs because they are really not functioning as abattoirs. So this is some of the stuff that we showed, and I think what I mentioned with them was we keep on saying that you want added value. And you have to, at some stage, you have to do something. And we have been unable to do anything. We are hoping that with the changes coming forward now, we will be able to get some expertise that will move us towards that. I'd like to single out Mr. Farrow. Thank you so much. He has been instrumental in providing us with information. And all our workshops, really, they have been very happy with his input. Although I have to say one thing, if somebody goes to look at Mr. Farrow's table now, maybe 60% is canvas. It's not that we're in trouble. Okay, so basically what happened, the Minister of Industry has taken the strategy and put every government department with what they're supposed to do as per the agreements from 2016. You can keep going. Anyway, so that is now in the hands of the government, and they are trying to match that. But guys, sorry, I said 2 minutes, and I know we're going to move on. We are facing an earthquake. From changes. It's just like what happened to us. It was overnight. People are not willing to wait anymore. The talks. Everybody now is talking about results. If there's no results, we want the show me the money, is basically what it comes down to. So even the government people are talking like that at the moment. The threat that we are facing in the leather sector, I don't know if the rest agree with me or not. All my inquiries today are wet white. Nobody wants to know, just tying in with the green technology he was talking about. So as ALLPI or as Hawassa, we have to decide. Is it feasible that we are really going to go forward to added value or not? Because just like they opened the road in Sudan, they are now talking about opening the table. I don't want anyone to say that we were not wrong. I am the only voice in the wilderness currently in the country saying no, because we have two choices. Either you go to people or you go to trust, because they don't want to enter. But to be frank, as an African country, it might make more sense to go. That you can do the volumes that these guys need, and we will make money. I'm not so sure we're going to make money. But we are still following the ALLPI strategy, but definitely ED, this is something that has to be discussed with your governments, because they are saying, yes, they want added value, but what they're implementing is going totally different way. I don't know if you spoke presentation on how many countries are allowing raw, even Ethiopia. I heard has come back from banning the export of only finished products. They're now somewhere to, I have been offered Ethiopia with. This was not an offer 4 or 5 years ago. So we have to be aware that the market dictates to us what we're going to do. We can dream all we like, but the market is dictating what is happening. But really, the reality facing us in 2021 is Africa going to regress to go back to Bitcoin, or are we going to go forward to growth? That is basically, if we go forward, in Sudan, because now we're off the sanctions list, we've actually been getting other organizations visited. This is one of them, IFAD. So their consultants basically summarize the Sudanese problems in these 5 problems. I don't know, I'm sure it will apply. To ALLPI for their contributions in 2020, and I was told to apologize profusely for not implementing due to the corona. As you know, the universities have been closed, but it's definitely on the schedule and it will be implemented as soon as things get back to normal.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Robert, for the presentation. Sudan, we are evidence of the book of terrorist countries. Congratulations. And again, happy to thank the South America without new discrepancies. Let's share experiences from Zambia, if it's online. Aulachi?
Yes.
Okay, Zambia.
Hello, Mr. Moses. Can you hear us?
Hello, Alwacho. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Moses. Now it is your
Yes.
turn. Just brief us about Zambia laser sector.
Thank you, Alwacho.
You are live
Hello.
now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, continue.
Yes, thank you very much. The first place I would thank you, ALLPI, for the support we have received. First, for the equipment which have arrived in Zambia through the Badia grant. The equipment is. Hello?
Continue, continue.
Yes, I can hear you. I'm saying we are thanking All Africa Leather Institute for the support we have received for the equipment which we received.
Yes, continue.
Hello?
Hello, Moses. Just a minute. We're trying to bring a microphone nearby so that we can capture you clearly. Are you there?
Moses, are you there?
It's
Yes, you can proceed.
it's like the system is repeating, it's recording. Yes. What I can say in terms of activities we have undertaken as Zambia, we have done. Hello? Okay.
Yes, just continue. We are getting you clearly. Just continue.
Okay, let me continue. Hello?
We are getting you.
Continue, Moses, continue.
Yes, Alwacho. I was okay. I was saying in terms of activities we have done, okay, it's clear now. I was saying. Can I continue? Hello?
Just continue talking.
Okay, the minister has done a number of activities this year. We did a number of capacity building training for a number of capacity building training to our SMEs. Okay. The ministry has done a number of activities like training of SMEs in a number of activities like skills in leather tanning, shoe design, and also the ministry facilitated the acquiring of certification for Chingola cluster in Chingola, where the cluster received the certification for production of gloves, and this certification was handed over to the cluster, and they will be able to access the KCM Konkola mine access, and to amplify that, the ministry through the RISM project actually is now conducting some trainings on how the certification is going to be sustained and maintained. We are yet also to develop a model of how the equipment has
Continue, Moses.
Yes. Further, the ministry has also working with the Zambia Bureau of Standard and the Leather Association. We have developed and approved about 20 standards in leather sector, which are going to be used by our SMEs in their production so that we produce quality product. Further, we did a training of trainers following the approval of the curriculum activity for leather and leather sector under the TAVETA program. The technical and vocational training approved the curriculum for our leather sector, which is trade test level 1, 2, and 3. Yes, level 1, 2, and 3. So this training of trainers was conducted with the support from the RISM project and the TAVETA, so that we prepare some trainers who are able to do a trade test level 3 to just train our SMEs so that they can bring them to skill. TAVETA did indicate that they will issue a prior training recognition of certificate to these trainers so that it can facilitate the training. The unfortunate part that this year, because of the COVID-19, we didn't have the trade fair and the show, so it was very difficult for our SMEs to support them for market linkages participation. But come 2021, we are looking forward to implement most of the activities. The last 3 workshops we have attended under ALLPI, which were involving the eco-friendly certification and how we can enhance the traceability guideline which we had attended, how it can be trickled down to Zambia and how it can be implemented in Zambia. We're looking forward to that one for 2021. In a nutshell, we have religiously followed the activities in the Zambia Leather Value Chain strategy, and we look forward to implement more activities coming next year. The fact that now we have the equipment in the country, and it's a fully complete set, and we look forward at one point where ALLPI can come in and officiate with our minister during official handover to the cooperative college. We are also preparing that within the same area, we set up the design studio, which will accommodate the design equipment once it's acquired. Thank you.
You finished, Mr. Moses?
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you for that.
In summary, we received equipment from ALLPI, that's all for there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Now, thank you so much, Moses. Kindly, another round of applause for Moses. I'm requesting Robert timing, and this is 10 minutes, as other speakers have been using, fix the 10 minutes. Whereas Zambia is happy that the policy, strategic value chain, was passed in 2017, the cabinet has just approved it. Uganda is sad that what was approved in 2015 till now, about 90% is still unknown. Whereas Sudan is happy that the transition is going well, Uganda is just at crossroads that the politics in the country are just at the center stage, and we are having elections in January next year. You know what it means when it comes to politics? So all the roads are leading towards that goal. So pray for us that overcome the challenges that come along with politics. Amen. Now, what have we done in 2020? Number one, was supposed to make a presentation virtual. We cannot make it, kindly accept that apology and pray for him that he gain the strength in the time moment he came. Number one, institutional connectivity. Last year, we were having a very serious challenge on whether the strategy developed by ALLPI and passed by the government of Uganda will have a bearing on the quality of raw heights and skins. Trade was leading the policy at the trade level after this month. But China's and other line value chain players still kept on complaining the raw materials. As we speak right now, beginning of this month, we had a workshop organized by the Ministry of Animal Industry and Fisheries, and among the main objectives of the meeting was to see how we can improve the quality of the raw material, that is hides and skins. And in the meeting, one of the recommendations that came up very, very clearly was to have a policy again in the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, that will look at the value addition of the hide and skin right from the farm to the time the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperative picks up that raw material. That's an achievement on our part, because the tanners were complaining, the leather goods, footwear manufacturers were complaining. At the same time, nobody was looking critical at the quality issues of the raw material. So that is an achievement on our part. And despite the COVID challenges, we've been moving up and down, see that the value of our raw material moves on. In this meeting, Minister of Trade that again is another achievement, because we are now seeing a policy being harmonized right from the initial stage, whereby the two-line ministries are coming under the same table, work on something that can bring another sector to a better level. Achievement number two. The Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperative has been harmonizing the standards of leather and leather products. this year. And the technical committee, I'm happy to be a member of that committee. We are looking for the standards, trying to see how they can conform to the international standards. Whereas ALLPI is moving very fast, we are happy to invite you to join us in our technical committees and see how we can work together and move on. Number 3, in as much as our traceability as players in the sector in Uganda, it has been, the triple heads has not been done. It was only public representation. They start fighting it without instead giving the good intention of that program. So we kind of request through ALLPI that the private sector and academia are involved in this responsibility so that it can stand the test of time. The private players also through e-commerce, Uganda participated by the way in the Hong Kong fair online. Say International Trade Center and support Indian trade, I think in Africa. So Uganda players were involved, and because of COVID, arrangements and deals were concluded, unfortunately they didn't work out because of COVID. To the farmers themselves, 2 tanneries already are on board with the leather work on board. I'm happy that you're coming up with that traceability. One of the conditions of this, you must trace the source of your raw material. It has been a challenge for us, and we pray that you at ALLPI work hand in hand with the government and the private players so that the traceability aspect can be united. If that one works out, I think Uganda will have a niche market with some regulators. The Minister of Finance also has looked at the COVID environment. We've had a waiver on some of the money taxes, like corporation tax, income tax, for this period. At the same time, Uganda government put some and the leather is being considered as a priority. So we are trying to push the government how fast we can access that money and how fast we can move on, add value from wet glue to finishing, maybe up to the leather products. Another area we suffered very important for us. We go back to the quality issues. The prices for our wet glue have been moving down and down. 2000, I think Robert can correct me, it was $1.50 per square. As we speak now, raw wet glue Uganda is at 40 cents per square. Reasons cited: thickness has been dwindling, the size is getting smaller and smaller, and also the output of the grain and fresh side is becoming another issue. So in as much as we are trying to position ourselves in the international market, we're having challenges globally because people like the ET and ALLPI, I participated in that fair, I think it's Dubai this year. We are seeing their material, actually cannot compare with African material. And in the same material shop, you can start collecting this. Yes. So once Italy and other players in the leather look at African material, we have a disadvantage towards that. Then lastly, I thank ALLPI because it has been engaging us Robert doesn't want you to talk about. Okay, let me talk about that. Others are coming.
Yeah.
Guide us before this comes to
Kindly, they remain there, and the other four who presented the previous countries come to the podium so that others could ask questions before we end our today's program. I kindly request to come to the podium.
We need more.
Thank you for all presenters. My question is not specific, but one of the Christian replies my question. Then I think all your presented scams and the progress is industry in your respective country. But as an academician, I want to know how SME and the academic institution linked in your country to contribute development of other sector.
how
SME is linked with academic product.
How is linked is
any reflection on this area? I think any country who has experience can explain this. Thank you.
Another question?
Yes.
Actually, you can even answer the question if you are in position to.
No, Chair. I actually have a question for you.
Yes.
It's later started. But I did state it clearly. Exactly what we want to do. We want to harmonize national standards with the international standards, or maybe standards within the national standards. Maybe you just explain.
Very understood.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman Gandhi. My long time friend. I'm one to the
representing Union, but this question is not coming from Union, but it is coming from one. My question goes directly to the Sudan president. And I want to relate two things. When Professor Louis told us, unless and otherwise we are going for innovation, we are not going to win the market. And from the finished design and going forward and take it to wait how many will exist. I need some briefing from you. That should be the last step. Then we can answer, then continue the question.
Good evening, everyone. This is Sunday Compliment. My question is to the Ethiopian representative. I've heard that you say there are 150 SMEs. How do you know the number? I mean, there are members that I know, which you were addressing, that there were benefits to help the SMEs, but some were not included. So how do you find these SMEs? Are all the SMEs registered in your office? This is what I want to say.
Yeah, the number 150 are information flow and others will answer. I start with the linkage of SMEs and academia. It wasn't in the first one, even the audience. My point, you presented an academic.
schemes, by definition, has no difference. I agree. Okay? So is that where we want to go? Is that the dream we want to go? It's like saying Africa should go back to the Stone Age.
It's happening on the ground now.
It's true, and that's where I'm coming with that. It's because the moment you allow yourself to become a victim of the dependency syndrome, then what happens is the prices will be dictated to you instead of you dictating the price. That's why we're working so hard to make sure that we can trace our material. When you're talking to a trader, you tell him, I'm going to bring you my wet blue, my finished leather, because I can trace it where it starts from. Nobody else in the world can do it. I have a meeting tomorrow with Sustainable Development Foundation. Yes, and they are geared towards Europe, not Africa. So they give you a condition where you will never ever supply a hide with a brand unless you choose to go back to the road. And they'll tell you, okay, if you want to go road, you don't need a certification, go. Is that what you do? Is that what we're planning for? But now we're getting a new code which is saying we are coming to Africa to look at what you people do within your capabilities. And we are going to give you a certification within your capabilities. Meaning that thing we were talking about with the higher education is what we're trying to look at so that we get solutions that are local and global for us to meet the solution. Number one. Number two, they are saying we are taking cognizance that Africa needs to build its capacity to meet the world standards. So we are ready to partner with you. They want to partner with you. But they will not come and partner with you when you're talking quickly. Or raw INCs. They'll partner with you when you're telling them affirmatively. I've traced my material, I want it to be eco level, I'm doing everything to make sure that it is a reproduction, and I want it to be clustered. Then they'll tell you, this is where your problem is, we are holding your hand and one hand. Solutions are just knocking at our door. So the last issue, Chairman, is that you can't believe this now, Stars. I'm giving them a surprise. 3 weeks ago, EU has passed a law saying we take recognition that what chrome does into leather, there is no other material that can do. No other mineral tarnish can give you the properties that chrome gives. It's a law. So you know what EU say? Okay, we do understand. Do us a favor. Can you use the lowest threshold that you can ever use? Turn it into chrome, but make sure you mix it up with more friendly chemicals, you understand? So that you can subdue it. And off the pipe, make sure that you recycle as much as you can so that fewer of the chromium goes. So what Europe now is doing, it's blocking Africa from knowing that information. And it's still telling you, bring. So what have they done? They've revolutionized the chemical chrome to react with other mineral tarnishes. They still give them chrome, but then as it goes into the traditional system, you don't get a test. I don't know if I'm communicating here. Are you okay? Is that use the threshold F, which is minimum, and you can blend it with other minerals to get the properties you want. Because the European tanners have proved to EU, because EU is the biggest market. They are the ones who detect who buy. That you cannot erase chromium from the tanning it gives. Because there are certain properties which chrome gives. No other chemical so far has been discovered.